Okay, this is my Seiko 5M42A Kinetic, and I realized that it needed a new capacitor or a battery. So I decided I would order one. It was only lasting about a day when it was considered fully charged. And you can see I tried to use the ball at first, which is the best option. Then I went to the wrench and back to the ball. So there's the battery or the capacitor right there. First thing you're going to want to do is remove the weight or the rotor. You have to keep it still. So you're going to see me grab my plastic tweezers here in a second. There they are. And remove that weight, get it out of the way so you can get to the capacitor battery. Bye-bye screw. Alright, those two aren't attached. They'll come apart. And you got two screws there holding down the strap, battery strap. That one's not going to want to come out until I pull out the strap. So we'll see that fly away, but it didn't fly very far. On this side, you have to be careful. You do not want to slip your screwdriver and hit that coil. Otherwise, you pissed away your money on that battery, and you've kind of destroyed your watch. Boom, there it goes. Get that out of the way. Then you got a little insulator right there that can go. Pop that battery out, capacitor. All right, so here's the little kit that I get, or that you would get if you ordered this capacitor. And you want to make sure you get the right one. There's several different versions. I always try to make sure. I've got 3 of these things, and one of them does need a new one, and I'm just kind of leaving that alone because I never wear it. There's 2 little holes in that insulator, and there's 2 little bump outs that you kind of want to make sure that it fits into. Yeah, same thing with the battery or the capacitor. You want to make sure that fits into the right little slot there. And you do get a new insulator along with the battery, and you get a new strap. You can throw it out because it seems like every time that I order these things, it's been a few times, you always get the same kit. I would imagine the reason you get the insulator and the strap is because they're going to assume that there's a possibility that that battery has leaked or somehow corroded the strap and insulator. And so you can use the old one. It ain't going to matter as long as it's in good shape, but they always give you a new one. So again, just be careful not to touch that coil. Now I'm going to flip it over and see if there's any juice in that battery, and it is ticking, so yes, there is. All right, there's that little part that came off the weight or the rotor. It has rectangular shape, so you want to make sure you get it in the right spot. It's not a complete square. Same thing with the weight or the rotor. There it is. You got to screw it back on there, and of course you got to hold that rotor in place while you screw it in, because it's just going to want to spin and spin and spin with the screwdriver. I'm going to get it in there nice and snug, and then I hold it into place. Got the peg wood this time. Alright, it looks good. Now what I'm going to do is off camera, I'm going to give it several shakes after I put the back on here. And test it out. We hit the 12, we hit the button. Boom. Looks good. Now we're